It's not.
All right, guys. So here we are. We just got started. Chris Cook versus Mason Van Frachen. Chris won the leg. He's gonna break first.
Try something really good. Would you like milk?
Okay, so we got Chris. Good opening break. Stripes would definitely be the suit to take here with that cluster of solids in the center of the table. Really is no problem ball for the stripes. Try to come 2 rails and get on that. Is that the 14? Unfriendly bump there. He didn't get on it. He's actually gotten a pickle here. He's going to have to back cut that 15 ball. Oh, he's eyeing the combo, it looks like. Nobody likes a combo.
Especially Chris.
Especially Chris, yeah. He does despise the combos. Okay, so here comes Mason to the table with solids. He does have that cluster of balls with the cue balls next to. We are all relaxing out at the lovely abode of Chris and Jennifer Cook.
Thank you.
Out in the woods of Marion, Montana. We got Kimmy Joe over here and my niece Sierra. They're kind of quiet over there.
Oh, here we go over my phone now. The lab. Didn't expect that to happen.
First shot for Mason didn't go quite where he wanted. He bumped that 8 up.
It's
Gonna be
getting,
tight to get on.
it's getting quite a little grip up there.
I got to draw this straight back for the 10 ball. Or maybe the 12. You freed up the 8 ball, so it's pretty much just connect the dots from here. 11, 15, 12, 8 in the side. Is he going to come off the 12 up this way though? Or he might come down here. Looks like he's opted with the bottom half of the table. Ah, no, we forget Chris Cook likes to draw. He doesn't take advantage of that rolling ball.
Just a little bit. Anybody need a drink?
No, I'm fine, thank you, Jen.
I'm good, thank you.
Because I find myself.
And
without
Chris
one.
Cook captures the first game. Really had the advantage there with the way Solid bunched up after the break. Kimmy, you're watching the stream, right?
It's not loading. Yeah, it's not loading.
Oh.
Your guys' 25,000.
Which one are you trying to hook up to?
I'm guessing the FBI one is yours.
There's another one, Marina.
Marina?
Here, just do it. But there's no password. We set up the FBI one for guests and it has a password, but I never use it, so I don't know what it is. But that wasn't really like our guest, that was my.
Another real
kids'
good break
friends
by
and their
Chris, but we
obnoxious
have
teenagers.
quite the cluster here. Solids or stripes, gonna have to figure something out. I think I would try to roll that 11 up, get somewhere in this area for the 9 ball, and follow through. Open that up, and then you just have the 15 and whatever this is, the 14? Is that the 14, Jen?
Where the 14 is.
This ball
Yeah, the
right
green
here.
one there by the 6.
Looks like Chris opted for solids, bro. Don't see a real good break shot for that 3 ball.
Maybe you didn't like the 13 and the 10 all bunched up together.
Yeah, ideally not, but the 9 ball breaks that out. There's not a solid round to get to the 3. Let's see what he's thinking here. I got a little flat there. I think he was trying to get some angle to come off the 2 up at into the 8 ball.
Well, that's why we gotta get them downstairs into the basement.
Right? Does that 1 go by the 9? I just think he'd be better off cutting it to the side. Side pockets are rather friendly. Don't really know what's going to happen with the 3 ball though.
Last night I was like very vocally rooting for you as I sat right here. And it occurred to me towards the end of the game that it is the first time in 32 years I've ever rooted for somebody else on a pool table. Ever.
Well, thank you, Jen. I'll take that as a compliment. Oh, it did go by the 9. He had all the room in the world. Just rattled it. So Mason wants to capitalize on this opportunity. Still has some work here. If that one ball would have fallen, Mason would have liked that because he could just play hide and seek with that 3 ball at that point. Force Chris to break it out. You may be able to cut that in the side and send the cue ball off that rail, come into there, open it all up. Opting for the 11. Oh, he's just playing safety. That's a good shot. That forces Chris to attack at the 3, unless he wants to kick or go airborne. I don't know, but that bank might be there. That is tight though.
Does Mason have the 12 or the 10?
I do believe the 10 goes.
Looks like Mason does too.
I think that might have been an intentional miss there. So, Chris really doesn't have a clear look at anything here.
If he were to jump, he only has to jump a corner of the 12.
Yeah, he is only getting over half of that.
I'm surprised he didn't choose that. Oh. Or you could do that.
That does pot the 1. Now, does he have the angle to come rail first and make the 3 up here? I think he'd actually be more, I think he can see coming in right here and crossing that over. Clear past the 9. Well, Mason's got to enjoy this. He's going to have to shoot that 10 bridged over the 12 ball. And roll the 11 all the way down to the corner and get on the 14. But everything should roll together pretty nicely after that. Not sure if the 3 does pass over here. If Mason opts to play down and leave the cue ball in this area and force Chris to kick again. That's a bit of a tongue twister.
Yes, it is.
Suppose we can take the cursor off the table and we're not drawing. Oh, get there. Came up a little short. A lot of guys like to always go for the out, but here's a spot where I might just play a little containing safety. Bump that 14 up the table and put the cue ball directly behind the 8 ball in line of the 3. Force Chris to kick at it. Pretty low probability shot for anyone aside of Shane or Fedor. Maybe Tim Powell.
Is there a reason why you left Filler out?
Yeah, I don't like filler.
He's boring.
And I believe Mason is thinking exactly what I did. Of course, Mason's been known to slice some things, so he's eyeing up like he's going to tap it, yeah. Pretty good job there. Don't know if the 3 goes by the 12 if he kicks at it that way. He's calling it in the side. He's going to try to kick off the foot rail and cut it to the side. A valiant effort. Got a hit. But that could very well be the nail in the coffin for this rack. Pretty open table now. See Chris kick the cat out of the door there.
She was like hugging your foot the last time you played here.
Yeah, she was.
I wasn't sure if you saw it, and I didn't want to like disturb you, and didn't want you to trip over her, but she was like literally like wrapped around your leg.
Came up a touch short there, but I think you can see the 9 ball, so he should be fine. Or you could throw that 15 on the side. Draw back the 9 a couple of inches and play the 12 opposite corner.
Your shoes are on camera.
And he'll probably just stop shot, come off the 15 on the side and bring the cue ball back up this way for the 8. No, look at him. Definitely had a different plan than I had in mind. Now he's just going to roll this forward and shoot it in the opposite side. And there we are, tied up 1 game apiece.
Is it winter break?
I believe they are playing winter break, yes. Chris broke the first game and he broke that last rack after winning. So and here's Mason. Rack your own winter break.
Is she bothering you?
Yeah, she's fine.
Some people aren't cat people.
I didn't think I was, but apparently I am.
Well, cats might like you. That doesn't mean you like them. I'm not really a cat person. But now that all my dogs are gone, I'm working on it.
I definitely tend to favor dogs more, but
I'm definitely a dog
I had
person.
some good cats. I had a cat that thought it was a dog.
That would be a good cat.
He liked to go on car rides.
Did she stick her head out the window and pant?
She'd jump up all over, yeah. Put paws up on the side of the door and stare out the window. And get up on the headrest behind you, sit up there. Even go as far as sitting on your lap and putting its paws up on the steering wheel.
My beagle, he was really scared to drive. And he'd literally get behind my head in a car and like wrap his body around my neck like a scarf.
And there goes some balls. Hit him that hard, something's gotta fall. 6-2 are tied up pretty funny. He's definitely going to want to take stripes here. Just got to get good shape somewhere in here for that 11 ball. Clear that out of there. The 12 goes. Everything else is pretty open. This is a stripe here as well, isn't it?
Yes, that's the 10 ball, I believe. Or maybe the 13. Well, now I'm a barista, so I'll go tell him.
Guys, I guess we're dropping some frames on the stream. Try to see if we can figure that out. Sorry about that.
I don't think I am.
Yeah, it definitely is dropping some frames. Hate to bug Chris with that right now.
Well, they just asked for a cappuccino, so. Man, I'm getting almost 50 up, down. That shouldn't be a problem. Would Mason want a cappuccino as well? Matt? Do you want one?
What kind of cappuccino? What are you talking about?
A cappuccino?
Just like
quite a bit of angle on that one. Ooh, you hit the 12 nicely. Just gonna roll this, bridge it over the top of the ball so you don't want to lose too much accuracy. Got pretty straight there, so he's just gonna have to roll forward a little bit and take a cut on the 8. Why does that not surprise me that Chris tried the draw and he overdrew it and hooked himself? No, you think he still has it. Boy, that was a ballsy shot. Chris Cook does like the draw. Anybody have ever met Chris, he will show you.
Did you change the score?
I just did, yes. Trading racks so far. Chris will even draw on the break. He likes to draw back to the middle diamond. Ooh, that is a pretty unfriendly landing on the one ball. I think the only ball he can possibly shoot is the deuce. And solids are not looking good. I believe he's blocked coming off of here. He can't see that. He can't see the 9. He's going to have to shoot the 2. He doesn't like the 3-4 over here. 7's tied up here. Not going to be a quick rack. Unless he could somehow get stripes. Not a bad shot to kick off the rail here. Oh, Chris just massays it around. That
Does
little
anybody
nudge on the
else-
7 might have just taken away the pocket he had for the 14.
Vanilla, salted caramel?
Vanilla, please.
Caramel.
Either one for me. They're
Okay.
both my favorite, so it's fine.
Did you
A
say
little of
either
both.
one? I have to- Caramel wins for me, so that's what you're getting.
Okay.
Especially salted caramel.
Okay. Actually, can you get salted caramel, please?
No, you made your choice already. Sorry.
Live with it.
Yes, you may.
Another nice bank there from Chris. Here comes another draw shot. Oh no, he just stops to play the side.
Keeping you on your toes.
He sure is. He's always full of surprises. Pocket speed there.
Do you want me to sneak down after he shoots this and tell him that he's dropping packets?
Probably not. That would take his focus away from what he's
That's
doing.
what I was thinking. I don't know. I'm not getting this though.
It's not bad. I watched it on mine. I can see a little bit of glitchiness. I think we'll just have to work on that for next time.
Yeah, I haven't
Apologize
seen
to our viewers. That was exactly the type of rat Chris was looking for. Opened up a 2-game lead.
Okay, here we go.
Got a 4-6 race now.
You might want to turn off the mic for a moment.
Okay, guys, we're making some cappuccinos to stay awake here, so we're going to turn off the volume so we don't have you all listening to the steamer going. So we know Chris did not think he would get through all that traffic without grazing a ball. Nice combination, Chris. Well, he's making it a little more difficult on himself. I think he's looking
You hear
at
that, right?
spinning the cue ball off that rail and coming back up in here. Get above that ball.
Oh, okay. I should have known that because he was literally talking.
Literally.
Literally. Not figuratively.
Ooh, and he caught that one ball. Just trying exactly what we were thinking, but that one ball was a very unfriendly bump. Chris is thinking damn, and Mason is thinking yeah.
I see stripes.
Chris's stripes, yeah.
Sucks to be him.
Yeah, I think I would just thin it. Try to bring the cue ball up here while bringing the that didn't work with the lines. Just thin that 12 over here, kind of block that pocket from the 4 ball. Try to create some problems. That's going to be a foul ball in hand. Did not contact the rail. Mason's eyeing his options here. There's Jen getting the cat. We have a wide range of camera views here. Pretty sweet setup at the Cook residence. Minus the dropping a couple of frames that we would like to figure out, but currently our IT guy's in the middle of a match. Looks like Mason has got himself a plan. Four, then the 2. Maybe the 3 ball is the key ball for the out. Possibly just roll that 2, then the 1, take the 7. He's attacking the 3 now. That was a close shot there with the 8 ball. Mason just overstroked that a little bit, trying to force the cue ball back over. Ended up hitting it a little thick. Not sure, maybe Chris can squeeze that 10 off the rail, off the 6 and in there. You'd have to bring this cue ball all the way back out around this way if he did play that shot. Let's see what Mason's plan is here with that 2-7. I run the 4 all the way down and use the 1 to get back up behind them. I would hold that 6 there as long as I could. And he just wants to float right up in here. Both those balls will play down table. Guess he's opting for the combination 7-6.
Was a nice lead.
Yeah, a little unfortunate it didn't fall, but worked out pretty good for the lead.
You are welcome.
Chris could possibly shoot that 12 with spin straight into the rail, but it comes up into here and plays off the back side of the 8. He's opting for just tie it up and make it ugly. But I don't think he really did. Mason can draw that 6 ball straight out. And if that 2 goes by the 8, it's hard to see from here. Do not believe the 2 goes by the 8. You just float the 2 over to park here and bring the cue ball down table. Well, he's going to put it all up in there. If I'm Chris here, I'm going to kick in off this rail, try to hit that 10 where the cue ball will come up here, pot the 7, and just stay tied up in there. That worked out pretty well. Just gonna thin that and bring the cue ball straight back up here. Well, that works too. That was a good shot, Mason. Provided Chris can't get a good hit and bank. Oh, he could cut that. Holy smokes. Nice shot. A grueling rack, but Chris takes a 4-1 lead. Okay, Chris to break, leading 4 racks to 1. Good feeling Mason is praying for a scratch right now. How's your cappuccino, Kimmy?
Good. Hot.
Hot. I think that's one of the prerequisites for a cappuccino.
No barista all of a sudden.
Thank you.
You are welcome. One more to go.
I think that's called a frappuccino. No scratch on the break, but he does come up dry. I believe that's the first dry break Chris has had. Well, we do have some congestion. The stripes don't look bad. Mason is opting for solids. Just got to figure out the 2-ball. He's going to shoot the 1-ball, follow forward, and try to get in here on the 4. Once he clears that 4, he can get out over here. 6, the 2 will then go. And he got perfect on the 4-ball. Actually, I believe he's even on the 2-ball. I think that might go by the whatever purple ball that is. I didn't do Chris any favors. Pop that 15 into his 1. Bring the cue ball up behind the 9, 12. Chris calls the cross bank down table. Valiant effort, but he came up short. Mason's gonna fire at that 6 ball and try to bust out the 2. Sorry about the cappuccino machine. Pretty unfortunate roll for Mason there, getting glued up on that ball, giving Chris ball in hand.
Maybe not.
Jen's still making noise in the background. Chris is just giving careful study. Really wants to capitalize on this opportunity. And there's the draw. Well, there's a couple ways this could go wrong. He wants to just float right over to in this area. Oh, come straight across. Play it all the way down. Or possibly the side pocket. Side pockets are pretty friendly here. Alright, Mason's just got to keep his head in the game here. Couple unlucky rolls. Mixed with Chris playing well. Just a little bit of a deficit, but we have a race to 7. Just keep grinding it out and we can be tied up here any minute. It is a winter break format. Mason is more than capable of running a couple racks in a row. I've watched him do it. corner. I'm liking stripes on this table. Start with that 11. 15 goes by in the corner up there. Wrong one. That does not go by. Be forced to take solids. The 11 will cut up past the 6. Force follow this and try to move that 4 ball. Or I think that's the 5.
Pink 4, purple 5.
5 is purple, 4 is pink. That is the 4.
In about 35 seconds, I'm going to stop pretending I like being in a kitchen. So does anybody need anything? Or does anybody want a piece of cake? You don't have to shoot.
I think I'll take a piece of cake, sure. Oh, what was that, Mason? He's shooting wild now. That worked out pretty well for him. He's got to keep his head in the game. Chris is going to want to kick and just nip this side, tuck the cue ball right up in there. No, he goes a completely different way. Now we got an out here. Shoot 12 in the corner, drift over here. Boom, 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 boom. Slow your pace, Mason. Slow your pace. Mason rushing that 8 ball a little bit. Too anxious to close the gap. Did not leave Chris anything easy. And Chris is going to concede that. He says, no, Mason. You know what, you're missing ball hand on the 8.
Something's funky with this cappuccino machine.
Yep.
It's working great.
Uh-oh.
And after last week, oh my god, he was so moody. I mean, so moody. I will drive to Spokane if I have to get him a new one if it's broken.
Right. Yeah, he does not function well without his coffee.
A couple of years ago, they started drinking it regularly. We used to only like order cappuccino. We went to a nice restaurant or something.
Then you got older and more tired.
Oh, he's always been tired.
Mason has got a lot going on his shoes, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. That's how you tell them apart.
He hit that hard, but nothing fell.
It's a good spread.
A very good spread.
He's probably not liking that.
Well, Chris is probably going to start with that 14. He doesn't want solid with where the 1 sits. But Stripes has that 15 and 12 up here by the 2, which may be a wired combo.
Well, they see a pocket if they're not.
Yeah, the 15 plays to this opposite corner.
And then the 12. Get a little draw in the 9. Or not.
Is he playing for the combo?
I think he's putting the 10 in. But I thought he'd follow to put the 9 up there, get some draw to get back to the 15.
Does that 11 go right by him? Might follow this 11 and then play the 15.
I hate that shirt.
you couldn't do that again if you tried, Christopher. Well, Mason has got to be loving this opportunity. The risk of a dry break that would put Chris on the hill, he has an opportunity to cut the lead to 2 racks. Just keep his composure and grind it out. Mason won the Montana State B Division tournament last year down in Butte. Well, if I'm shooting the 4, the 1, the 7, the 6, the 3, or I guess the 5. I'm sorry, I'm starting with the 5, the 1, 7, 6, 3, 4, 8. Mason looks like he has something else in mind.
Triple lighter. Is this okay?
Yeah.
I have no clue what it is.
Sure does provide a different perspective on those camera views, doesn't it? Play the 4 on the side with the stop shot, the 1. 7 will bring him up and play the 8 on the side.
Can we?
She gets one.
She does.
I can't.
Oh, she can't. Would you ever good?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, though.
I have my CDL, so I can randomly get drug tested every time.
Yes, you can. And this time we knew the mic was on.
There we go, Mason. You want to push it?
I won't push it.
Okay, you can push it.
He.
Jen likes to push buttons. I think you pushed it twice there.
I think I pushed it once, but it went twice.
There we go.
Because I pushed it hard.
You don't know your own strength.
You were just so excited. You've been busy doing the cappuccinos and all that.
I even cleaned up a little.
Well, you got to push buttons on the cappuccino machine, didn't you?
Yeah, but I actually cleaned up a little too. I try to spend as little time in the kitchen as I possibly can.
All right, Mason, and when you watch this again, just know, my buddy Jerry Churchill at this moment would say, you're only 1 down from being 1 down. Right back in it. Pardon, folks, you all know what I'm doing.
I have no clue what this is. It's in my room without a wrapper on it, just an empty.
Mason needs to take a little speed off of his brake. Tried to hit it too hard last time. Again, dry. You're never gonna get it, Chris. You're never gonna get it. Oh, foul.
I still the ashtray. Sorry.
I thought I saw you put it there.
I emptied it.
Minor brain fart there from Chris. You wanted to pop on the other side of that. Definitely didn't want to bump that behind the 12.
I have a weird rule question for you.
What is your weird rule question,
Two
Jen?
people are playing pool.
Okay.
Somebody fouls, and other spectators can't scream ball in hand. That part I understand. What if somebody cheats? Like you broke dry, you go to put your stick away, and your back is turned, and they like slip a ball in or move a ball. Is that a foul or is that something different?
No, I mean that's definitely foul and
It's a foul, but it's-
and a very serious one.
Yeah, I mean that's not just ball in hand, is that
No,
like?
yeah, we had there was an incident where something like that happened. A player had was playing a match and his opponent was up at the bar getting a drink or whatever he was doing, and he had scratched, and I don't know if he didn't know that it was being streamed or what happened, but he picked up the cue ball out of the table and kind of looked around, saw nobody was looking, and put the cue ball down and kept shooting. Well, he was caught because it was being streamed, and they, I believe they barred him out of the league, and yeah, he's not allowed to play
Well,
anymore.
I guess it's a double question. What kind of foul is it? I guess it's one you get barred from the league.
Yeah, it's a pretty
But if
serious
somebody
one.
actually
Cheating's
sees
not
it,
something we look highly upon.
That's not like telling someone, oh, that's ball in hand. But if someone actually sees it, you could say something about that, can't you? If you watch somebody blatantly cheat,
Yeah, I think that would be the moral thing to do.
you would actually say, hey, he cheated.
But now, I mean, it also comes into a thing that really it is your responsibility to be paying attention to your opponent. So especially if you're playing for money, and if you're playing for money and you go off to the bar and you're not paying attention to what your opponent is doing, it's not the spectator's job to monitor it.
But my example was you broke dry, you turned around to grab your stick, and they cheat while your back's turned for a second.
They'd have to be pretty quick. I don't know.
Dirty bird from Chris. He just scratched.
Okay, so Chris's stripes. So if I'm Mason, I take that 4 ball, shoot it right in the corner, call a safety, and basically just replace the 4 ball with the cue ball. Say, have fun, Chris. That just to get under his skin a little bit.
But you're not Mason. You're you, and you always take an opportunity to do safety.
Right. I got advice from a professional announcer on how to commentate, and he said, just say what I see. That's what I see, playing the safety.
But that's always your advice. You would just sit there and comment, okay, now play the safety.
Oh, no, there's a time to
Play the
go
safety.
for it. There's definitely times to go for it.
Yeah, when you finally get ball in hand.
Actually, if I was going to go for it, I would start with that 7 ball. That's the problem ball.
Right.
4 is actually a good last ball.
Ooh.
Hopefully he didn't call safety.
I thought he was going to stop it behind the 8. did not call a safety.
It doesn't appear so.
I even thought he missed it when it rolled forward. a
There's
little.
always the chance that Chris didn't hear it.
That does happen. He's selectively deaf, though, because he usually doesn't not hear things on the pool table, even with music playing loud in the background. It's only when you're trying to have a conversation with him.
Looks like the 7 is going to be Mason's last ball. High enough to just get straight on the 3 in the side where you can follow the cue ball for a straight shot. Get just past the 10. A little bit on the wrong side of that ball. I'd like to be up a little higher where he could comfortably follow forward and even hit the rail and use the rail as a brake. Now he has to control the speed a little better. Perfect shape on the 8. Gotta hate when that happens. Can Chris cut that to the side? I think Chris can cut that 10 ball right in the side pocket. Come 3 rails to cue ball. He's lining up on the 14 though. Gonna draw back.
Is that what he wanted? Or did he get more than what he wanted?
He just maybe a little more than he wanted.
I would assume he was playing for the side.
Oh no, he was definitely trying to get up above for a corner. That is not what he wanted, I'll tell you that. Well, it makes it difficult for Mason still because he has to hold the cue ball there and draw it back. He can't use the natural roll and come around because the 10 ball blocked it. A little inside, held it. And it's tightening up. Mason with the break to potentially go 5 all. Kimmy, you're more than welcome to join in on the conversation. You know? Okay.
I've always been a quiet spectator though. I always just observed.
Well, they can't hear you spectating.
Oh, I know.
Thought you were gonna come out with pom poms. Go, Mason, go.
Well, I'm rooting for Mason, trust me.
Well, you should be.
Yeah.
It's not very audible. Of course, Jen is also rooting for Chris, and she's not very audible about it.
What?
No, she said she's rooting for Mason. I said not very audibly, and I said you're also rooting for Chris, but also not very audibly.
You accuse me of being biased.
You are biased.
I'm not biased.
As where I'm biased.
Oh, and another dry break from Mason. It's not a very pretty table, though.
It's not. I normally have an idea of what he's going to do, and I do not. You have those two solids over there, stuck behind the 8 and the 12.
Yeah, with two stripes down here aren't pretty, because the one's right on them.
Yeah.
I think I like the stripes better though.
If you could see that 11 ball right now past the 2, that's probably where I would start. I guess the question is, does that 8 go in the corner, or is it blocked by the 4 ball? That kind of shows it's blocked.
Goes on that side.
Yeah, get up above it, it does play on the side. From this angle, you could shoot that 6 and ride the tangent right up into the cluster. Oh, look at that.
Like that?
Yeah, something like that. Now you just got to figure out the 1 ball.
Get the right angle on the 2 and you have the 1.
Yeah, the 3 doesn't go by that 12, so you might want to deal with that right now. It's pretty steep on that 4 ball, too.
Looks like a bowling shirt.
You really don't like that shirt, do you? Well, that's just the bump he needed. Now the 1 will go by the 14. But he's got to get up above the 3. It's a good shot.
Ouch.
Ouch indeed. This thing could start with either the 15 or the 9. I think I would do the 15, the 10, and the 11 both on the side. Then the 9, 12,
Yeah.
15, 14, 8. The colors always confuse me.
Pink 4, purple 5.
Pink 4, purple 5.
which means
Purple 15.
where'd that come from?
Well, because every color has a stripe and a
Yeah,
solid,
but the
doesn't it?
15 isn't purple. The 13's purple.
Or no, wait, yeah.
15 isn't that the green
Yeah, I
one?
understand there's a corresponding ball for each one, but
Side pocket, not
Ouch.
like that, huh?
you okay over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
My brain's going really fast right
From the cappuccino? Okay. Does the 3 go by the 12?
I don't think so. That's what I was just wondering.
There.
Bank.
I don't think it would bank past the 12.
Goes past the 12.
Oh shit, that is a. Guessing they're saying that's a loss of game.
What?
Trying to think of what the official ruling on pulling something like that. It probably would be an unsportsmanlike conduct on Chris. Like a warning, at least, as far as.
I don't think he hit the other ball on purpose.
When he scratched, well, no, shooting the cue ball like that, you let it fall and then pick it up. I don't think it would be a loss of game, as they did there. I think a referee would say, hey, don't do that again, and they would probably put it back and make Mason shoot it. Don Lundy would sure know.
They're getting loud down there.
There's usually a warning before
Yeah, I
loss of
figured
game
you put it back
penalties.
and give Mason ball in hand.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
Is that
try to
the
put
only
it
ball
back to
they
about where it
got?
was, and then give him ball in hand.
Yeah.
No, on like subsequent offenses, I know, then it would result in loss of game and then loss of match.
But end of story, the 3 did go.
Yes, it did.
Yeah. More
pretty
of the story.
pretty clearly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! Mason figured out how to make a ball.
On the break.
Yeah, ball on the break. Okay, so we're gonna run this
Solid
baby.
better.
We're gonna cut that there. Cue ball is gonna come right up in here. Click that ball that way and come back out here in the open. And then she's free rolling after that, so long as the 9 doesn't roll up on the 8, I guess. Seven probably goes if you hit it at speed coming off that second rail. It's frozen into that 9 and wired into that corner. I don't think he quite got there for the 3 ball.
I think it goes.
Oh yeah, sure he did. I think that 7 might just go right past the 9. And I need to move it.
Or like you said, it's gonna push like right off of it into the corner.
Yeah. From this angle, that tangent looks like it's a little higher though. Like it might hit the end rail. He got pretty good on the 6 to get up there, so we're gonna find out. Actually, that might be just what he needs. Hitting the far right side of the 7 pushes it more that way before it takes off after the 9.
Yeah.
That might be exactly what he needs. We don't have a camera from the other side, do we?
Oh,
From
you
where
mean-
Chris is sitting.
No.
Tell Chris to put a camera where he's sitting.
We need all angles.
Oh, so he's gonna kick into it and hit it full like a. Oh, he just tried playing safe. No rail, that's ball in hand.
He's pressing the 8 ball.
I heard him.
I hate when that happens.
I wouldn't start with those balls because they kind of keep Mason contained and they're relatively open. You probably start with like the 14 and the 12, then the 9, and then take care of all that right there.
Yes, but he likes his draw.
You could have drew off the 14. Worked out pretty well pushing Mason's 7 up to the end rail. This draw's gonna bite him in the ass here. But with Mason only having that 7, it's pretty easy to play defense here. Bank the 12 rounds. You can hit that 12 full, or it'll bank up that way. Meanwhile, the cue ball will come right up in here. Now what Mason needs to do is just bank that 7, bring the cue ball off, put the cue ball right there, and get the 7 right out in the center table here. Something tells me Mason's going to try to fire it into this pocket right here though. Yeah, I would just use the speed, freeze the cue ball right in there.
I think he's gonna bank it or back.
Let's see what he called.
I didn't see what he called.
Called the side. Now, if I'm Chris, I'm just banking that 9 around 3 rails and freezing the cue ball right there.
I'm betting you're not Chris.
Nope. I'm betting Chris is going to try something different.
I feel like you two have a very different style of play.
Yeah, I actually think about what's going to happen. Oh, look, he played. Maybe he's been playing with me for a little bit now.
You did exactly what you said.
Yeah, he's young Padawan starting to learn.
You know he's going to listen to this afterwards, right?
Oh, yeah.
I might have to watch this match twice tonight, regardless of what happens.
Mason going airborne?
You
I
should
think so.
change the view.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going airborne.
Is he using Chris's propel or did he grab mine?
Probably Chris's because he's out. You can just see his face now.
That was my face, too. Every now and again, there's a shot and you could just feel the person's pain and it kind of bothers you.
So I would start with the 9 and the side. Start with the cue ball right here. Roll the cue ball over to here for a straight stop shot there. Stop shot there. Stop shot there.
Next time we should have a little pool where you should like throw a buck and try to guess what shot they're gonna do.
We should.
Sounds like a good idea.
Makes it fun for us too.
Right?
See, except I'm always wrong. Because they try some fucking weird shit like
You
this.
were right with the safety.
You got that one. You called
Called
it.
that one.
They've turned up the music.
Yes, they have.
Maybe they really could hear us commentating too.
I was thinking if Matt ever commentates the game I'm playing, I wanted to speak a lot louder.
Alright. And Chris gets on the hill first.
Has anybody broken run?
Chris had one, I believe.
Was I in the kitchen at the time?
You must have been. But on the bright side, you get to watch the match again tonight.
And tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
And maybe the next day.
Possibly.
I guess that depends on how this next game goes.
No. It doesn't.
No?
No, he will pick out every mistake he's made. He's watched your match from a couple of weeks ago more than once. I think he watches his bad matches more than his good ones.
That's where you learn more.
That's why he films them and watches them. But now you know they're both going to watch it to see what we were saying about them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, and a scratch on the brake. That is definitely not what
Ooh,
you
look
want.
at that cluster.
Pretty fortunate with that 7-ball tying up there. It keeps Mason at bay. You got the 3 stripes inside the rack there. I think if you can play short side on that 7,
He can't move that.
he's going to try. That 7-ball, play short side into that corner.
Follow it a little bit to get on the other ball.
Yeah, the 3-ball, I believe, goes straight up through
Look,
here.
teamwork.
I don't know if it goes by that 6 or not, but that's what I would want to take care of next is that 3-ball.
Yeah. Hey, look at that.
Hey, look, I called one.
Okay, we need a pot here next time.
Oh, that wrong kind of pot. I was going to say I have some.
No, it's 25 cents a call. We keep track of who won each one. And then whatever's in the pot at the end of the match is the one who got the most
All right,
calls
but
get it.
I mean, there's got to be some sort of stipulations because if I say he's going to shoot the 4-ball here or 5-ball here, I mean, that's not really fair, is it? I bet you he plays the one on the side.
There were other options with that 4. He tips like a 6.
Well, right here. I bet you he plays the one on the side.
Yeah, well, that's off.
Am I allowed to call that? How about it?
We could agree, and then we each put a quarter in, but it's still a.
No, maybe some sort of stipulation that they have to. It has to be a shot where they've stopped to contemplate for more than 5-10 seconds, something like that.
Okay.
Where they're undecided. That's where we're get the opportunities to gamble. Ooh.
Take the 6 down into the corner.
Yep.
Go forward enough for the 3.
Yeah, he's got to hit it with some draw to hold.
Yep. Oh.
Well, I mean, if you're going to leave the cue ball somewhere, that's probably where I'd leave it. Yeah, he was perfect on the 3-ball all the way up.
Yeah.
He's Is Mr. Christopher going to attempt a safety?
I guess it's yes.
Yes, yes, he is.
After he gets his break cue. I mean, his playing cue.
New kick and stick here. That worked out pretty good. Mason's gonna go airborne again. He's only gotta get over half the ball though. Actually, he doesn't even. I think he could hit it without jumping. Maybe call the cross bank side. Yep. Ooh, that's short. It's a good shot there, Mason. Cross bank on the 6.
Yeah.
Or roll the 6 up on top of Chris's stripe there. Might
Jumping?
I might push that 10 over towards the 11.
He's jumping.
It's gonna push the 8 in front of the 11 and create a problem. The 11 might go by
I was about
there
to
still.
change the
I think I would just shoot that 9 and try to get up here on the 10 ball. I guess you'd have to shoot the 12 first, get it out of the way. 12 and the 9. That is the 12, right?
the one he's.
The one on this end is.
The pink one that he's looking at?
No.
Yep, it's the
Yeah,
12.
Yeah.
Pink 4, purple 5.
Yeah.
Which means pink 12, purple 13.
Fucking Chris and his fucking draw.
I like his draw.
It's flashy when it works, and it worked there. Almost rattled that ball.
I'm guessing unless he gets in trouble, we will not see a safety.
Probably not from this position, though. Better hope he doesn't get a little bit too much right scratch on the side right here. Might see a safety.
So I feel like you would have wanted to throw one more safety in there.
I think he's gonna cut the 12.
I think he is.
No, he's playing safe. Looks like he got him. Jump bank the 3 back towards the 8.
Does he have a jump stick?
He's been using Chris's.
I mean, is it in his hand? Because then I'll change it to side view.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, we'll change it to side view anyway.
Yes, that looks like it's the jump cue.
Yeah.
So just slow roll this in and hold for the 13.
Yes. Does that sound like a question?
It did a little bit.
Okay.
That microphone's picking up way too much.
Well, it wasn't not going to pick that up. Stone doesn't know it, but he's live gaming right now, too. Every now and again.
Is he going for the bank?
I think so. Oh, no.
Oh no, he slow rolled it.
Kind of like a lead.
I'll cut the 10 all the way down. 13 and the 8 in the same pocket.
You sure, or is he gonna go for the side?
I don't think from here. He's gonna drum. He did go for the fucking side. Crazy bastard.
I got the win.
Alright, Mason's just got to roll the 6 into the side. That'll leave him for the 3 in the corner and the 8. Looks like we're going hill. Barring the commentator's curse. Don't fuck it up, Mason, because then they'd be pissed off at me.
Not a bad lead.
Yeah, not bad, but not a win.
I think he's gonna call
You
the
can
12
put
back.
it
Or
over yourself if you'd like.
do you think he's gonna safety?
It's real tough to hold it behind the 10 here. 12 looks like it's frozen. He tried the save. And yeah, speed's real tough to hold there. Go see. It's cold.
So,
Just wants to be cozy. Fuzzy blankets are nice.
Well, I bet that was
I have a blanket addiction.
It is very exciting. A lot of stuff to that one.
I wanted to come just a little bit further there, but just punch this over the side rail and back, clear the 10. Hill hill. So, are they immediately unconscious?
Maybe.
Lying in a puddle of blood?
I have to go knock on the door.
Now we've got her worried.
Screams are good, you know they're alive.
Right.
In or out? Had it been a cat knocking something over because he's deep in gaming mode.
I'm kind of blind right now. I don't remember what happened. Usually when I wear my glasses, I was like the thing right here.
Mm-hmm.
So usually when I wear my glasses, I like have immediate pain.
Oh, gotcha.
When I took them off, that's when I started having pain on my ear.
Has Mason had 2 breaks where he's made a ball?
I think so.
Come here, Squeaky. Come here, Squeaky.
He's been breaking from the other side, hasn't he? Just switching sides?
He's been switching sides, yeah.
But where? There's just so many particles and stuff in the street.
He made a ball on the side, parked the cue ball right in the center of the table, made another solid in the side. It's exactly what he wants. I think I'm taking solids. They both look fine, really.
Look at the other kitty.
I hate that game.
It's not the best. This is a pretty good camera. I like this view. But the only one I can play with and draw on is this one.
Don't take the mic with you.
I was gonna say you got to take the mic over.
Yeah, 10, 14.
I think he's gonna go across this side.
Yeah, he's gonna. He wants to get an angle on the 12 where he can follow it. Play the 9 right over here. Could very well be his last shot. Just a stop shot here. I was going to drift a couple inches to the left. That was not a stop shot. is draw straight up to about here. Or you could shoot the 12 straight in, follow the cue ball right to there. That'll work too. Always looking at following down and playing the 9 on the side. So does he slow roll it a couple inches, or does he shoot it with speed and go into the rail and out?
Either one's gonna work.
He chose to slow roll. 8 ball for the win. Good shooting, fellas. Nice match.
It was a really good match.
Mason takes down Chris 7-6. Thanks for watching, fellas, if anybody watched. And have a good night.